Good morning. Friday morning, 14 December 2012. Here's the news in Panama that's worth talking about today. In La Prensa, right off the bat, I love this story. The president of the National Assembly spent $675,000 of state money to buy 30,000 hams at about $22.50 a piece, and he distributed them to his electoral region in Chorrillo, where he's from. Of course, this is generating some controversy, and everybody's saying that he can't do that, and he actually came out and defended himself, and it's just flat out taking taxpayer money, turning it into ham, and giving it away in order to buy votes and political support. It can't be any more blatant than this. This is Sergio Galvez. He is the president of the National Assembly. He is in the Cambio Democrático party, and of course, nothing will happen to him, okay? Politics, Panamanian style, have a ham. Okay, speaking of politics, in the Panamanista party, Juan Carlos Varela wants to be the candidate for the Panamanista party in the 2014 elections, and he is saying that there's no possibility of an alliance with the PRD. That's because Juan Carlos Navarro, they have their candidate. He wants to be the candidate as well, so they're not going to form any kind of alliance. But at the same time, he said that there are people within the PRD that are not happy with Juan Carlos Navarro, and they're happy to come along and basically vote for him. So even though it's only at the end of 2012, the politics are already starting to warm up for the elections in 2014, and 2013, of course, is going to be just politics all friggin' year long. Okay, in the Estrella, yesterday, was it yesterday afternoon? No, it was actually the 12th of December at 5:50 in the afternoon. Some hackers broke into their website and were trying to change some of the text and send out tweets, and basically they had their website hacked. They're saying that it was in response to their reporting on the story about Manuel Moreno, who brought Noriega back from, that's what they've been talking about all week long. So they spent 3 or 4 days talking about how, you know, Manuel Moreno should have had a different attitude when he was bringing Noriega back, and then on, you know, the afternoon of the third day, their page gets hacked. So maybe there's a connection, or maybe somebody just decided to hack them that day. Okay, now here's the most important story of the day. 2 Spaniards were found murdered on Isla Grande. They're foreigners. Apparently the Spaniard, who was 62 years old, was rich. He had a yacht. They were basically hacked to death with machetes and sticks and beaten to death, cut to death, just killed, left outside of the house, and then the house and the yacht were gone through and things were stolen. So this was it was him and his employee, who's 57 years old, and also another Spaniard. So here we have foreigners living on an island who have a yacht, who were brutally murdered for a robbery. Okay, so not good for those of us who live in Panama as members of the expat community. Those guys didn't speak English. They were Spaniards, but still they're expats. So anyway, heads up on that kind of stuff. Increase your security levels. All right, on Telemetro, they're going to be changing the system that's used to pay for the bus with the Metro card thing. Basically, the people that are using the system are unhappy. There's long lines. It takes a long time to charge the card, and it should take less time. So the system that, or the company that's responsible for that, is going to be making some changes to make it faster. Back to politics for a second. In TVN, Channel 2, Alberto Vallarino, the guy who was the Minister of Economy and Finance, but then he resigned when the alliance broke up. He's been a political candidate for a long time. He's been a presidential candidate at least twice that I can remember. He's in the Panamanista party. He can't win the primary in the Panamanista party, but he really wants to be president. There were rumors that the Cambio Democrático, who's fishing around trying to find a valid candidate to replace Martinelli, they haven't got one. The rumors like this week were saying that Valladino might end up being their candidate. Well, he came out and said, no, it's not going to be me because he's not going to leave the Panamanista party. Anyway, there's a vacuum there in the CD, so everybody's trying to create something to fill that vacuum, even if they're just making stuff up. But anyway, Valladino came out and killed that rumor and said, no, it's not going to be me. I'm not going to do it. Okay, over to Siglo. They are doing operations to remove the license plates of vehicles that are expired or not valid. They're doing these things pretty much every day. The story here today is they did an operation and they pulled license plates off of 164 vehicles, and they're towing the cars away. So if you don't have valid plates on your car, it would be a good time to go get that done. Or you might just drive into one of these checkpoints and they say, yeah, very nice, your plates are expired, you're not up to date, pull over here, we're taking your plates and we're towing your car. Now maybe you'll go do your paperwork. Over to Mi Diario. There was a big traffic jam this morning on the road, the Via Centenario that comes in from the Centennial Bridge. Apparently, two 18-wheelers going up the hill by the Rod Cruz Stadium, they both crapped out at the same time. So here they are, stuck in the side of the road, side by side. Neither one of them can move, and the road's jammed. And everybody's late to work because there's only two bridges that go across the Panama Canal. That's one of them. So everybody that tried to use that bridge to come into the city today got screwed. They got caught in a traffic jam and they couldn't make it into the city. Finally, this morning in Dia a Dia, the police are doing a operation in the neighborhood of Torrijos Carter. They've been doing these things every day, all week long. They basically put together a task force, and then just before dawn, they blow into a neighborhood, lock the whole place down, and then basically start checking IDs on everybody. What they're looking for is they're looking for people that are wanted for like murder, and then they've caught people that have been on the run since 2009 and stuff. This is just the way they do it. If you haven't done anything wrong, you're not hiding from anybody, or you're not hiding from the cops, and you don't have anything to fear. But guess what? If you are, then they just go through these neighborhoods with regularity and round everybody up and basically put everybody through a filter. Okay, that's it. That's the news. Done and done. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Tomorrow is my daughter's birthday, so I don't think I'm going to be working all that much. I'm going to be spending it with her. And one thing about the weather, rained really hard this morning in Panama City, even though it's the 14th of December. Dry season should be kicking in any minute now. I mean, it's just going to go like that. Somebody will throw a switch, the winds will change, it'll be dry season. But until that happens, there's still the possibility of really heavy rains, flooding, mudslides, and all the bad stuff that comes along with heavy rains. It's just the way it is at the end of the dry season at the end of the rainy season before the dry season kicks in. So anyway, heads up for that. Also, don't forget the warning that was issued by the Cineproc for high tides on the Pacific side this weekend. So if you're going to go to the beach on the Pacific side, be careful for high tides and rip tides. Use flotation devices and increase your awareness on that kind of stuff. All right, that's it. I'm out. Have a great day, and probably see you on Monday.